Hey, good Friday morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. We made it to the edge of the weekend, and now lots of weather to talk about. So let's get to it right away, show you what's going on. Satellite shows it good. 2 clumps of thunderstorms. This is the, hold on, this is the edge of the heat here. And clumps of thunderstorms riding along. And I'll be honest, I think there's a lot of leftover clouds right now and one more patch of thunderstorms to develop this afternoon. So there might be a few spots that stay out of that excessive heat area because of some leftover cloudiness. Right now, there's a complex of isolated severe thunderstorms, or a complex of storms with some severe thunderstorms embedded in that. Moving across northern lower Michigan. Those are weakening though. Let me hit the motion for you. And that's what we expect at this time of the year in this kind of weather pattern. We expect storms to weaken as we go to 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. But this is a big enough complex that it can set out one of these outflow boundaries, and later on in the afternoon it could spark a thunderstorm line in the thumb and it pushes south. And that's what's showing up on the radar forecast. Give you a bigger perspective again. So we have our clump of storms. These storms here also dwindling. So when you see something starting off at yellows at this time of the day, it probably will shrink to nothing within 2 or 3 hours because everything gets cut in about half. This is a model that I like that's just showing the general thing that's going on. Hey, good morning, Mike Conway. Thanks for the weather report. Weather spotter Mike Conway from Traverse City. Okay, so our radar forecast, we go to noon, and it shows the dwindling thunderstorms. That's when the heat takes over as we go into the afternoon, and many models have been showing this kind of situation, where in the thumb this evening, a line of thunderstorms develops and plows south into the Detroit and Ann Arbor area toward midnight. So a couple of models showing that, and that means I think it's possible. These are the severe storms that are out in the Dakotas right now and could be heading into the western part of the UP tonight and early Saturday morning. Then we go to midday Saturday, and middays, 10 a.m. to 3 or 4 p.m., are the greatest time periods, greatest chances of dry weather, okay? And we go into Saturday night, and the thunderstorms develop as this front starts to work its way southward, and we go into Sunday, and still maybe a line of storms and moving southward. So you kind of get the image that batches of thunderstorms will roll across the area, and in between there, in the middays, it's going to be hot. Okay, so high temperatures today. Now, with these blow-off clouds maybe not dissipating until noonish or so, it might hold the temperature down to 92. I think this is a good forecast. We might not have 97. We might have 94, 95. We'll still have high humidity, still heat indices 100 to 105, but it might keep it out of the 110 area in some places, or you're talking an hour or two at the 110 level on the heat index. This is tomorrow, and it's going to be a scorcher for faster horses in the southeast, Brooklyn tomorrow. This is Sunday, and everything now continues to show Sunday, the front coming through to the south, winds kicking in the north, cooling off. This is Monday. Look at that. This is why we live in Michigan, right? And Tuesday about 80, and Wednesday a couple of degrees into the 80s, and Thursday low 80s. So we're talking some really nice weather on the way. And one last thing, severe weather threat. These storms that are expected to develop out here in western Minnesota today will be severe and race east, and they could produce damaging winds in the western part of the UP. And then this kind of signifies that they'll be dwindling in intensity as we go into the overnight and tomorrow, and tomorrow's outlook for severe weather indicates that that may not be the case as the storms progress into southern lower. Good day for a car wash, Dan Steele? Sure, what the heck. If you wash your car, then it'll surely rain, and we could definitely use the rain. Let's all go wash our cars. So there you have it. Still a hot day slated. We're working off a clump of thunderstorms in the northern part of lower Michigan. We get in the afternoon, the sun takes over. That's where you have to slow down for several hours. It's a short-lived heat wave. Tomorrow is a scorcher in the southern half of the state, again into the 90s. I'm getting married today in Frankenmuth, Michigan. Weather there. Hey, I'm in Frankenmuth, Michigan. Maybe I'll crash your reception and your wedding. I'll photobomb you. Something like that. Weather today in Frankenmuth should be dry and, of course, hot. 92 to 95, feeling like 100 to 105. Try to do what you can to stay on the cool side. We'll watch for storms tonight. We'll watch for storms Saturday night, early Sunday morning. And then many will be ready for a big, big cool down by the time we get to late Sunday into Monday. Have yourselves a great weekend. I will try to keep you updated here on MLive if there's any severe weather through the weekend. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Remember, it's officially Tropical Shirt Day. Wear them to work. Tell your boss I said you need to do so. It's for your safety. You need to stay cool.